the biggest action point is spread the word. California Democrats have lost their mind. They are working right now to pass Assembly Bill 495. They are doing this under the guise of the Family Protection Act of 2025. This is working its way through California legislation in Sacramento as we speak. Now, what does this bill do? It is an effort to protect migrant children whose parents are being deported from being separated from family and caregivers. That's the guise. But as we look at the bill, what we realize is it is giving authorization for an adult person to take custody of a child based upon the caregiver authorization affidavit. Take a look at this. The caregiver authorization affidavit is something that you print online. You get it online, you print it out, and as you read through it, you just have to fill out the name of the minor's birth date, the name of the adult giving authorization, the home address, and then number 6 at the bottom it says, check one or both if one parent was advised and the other cannot be located. You can either click, I have advised the parents or other persons having legal custody of the minor of my intent to authorize medical care and have received no objection, or I am unable to contact the parents or other persons having legal custody of the minor at this time to notify them of my intended authorization. In other words, everything is based on the person holding this affidavit. Who signs it? The person holding the affidavit. So you can go and sign this thing and go and take custody of any child, let's say at a school or at the border or at anywhere, and take custody of that child. Do you need court authorization? No. Do you need a notary public? No. Do you need the parent's consent? No. It is all based upon the fact of the trustworthiness of whoever prints off this affidavit. They can take custody and they can authorize medical care. Now, listen to this. Listen to this on page 14 of this bill. This is what it says. A healthcare service provider who acts in good faith, reliance upon a caregiver's authorization affidavit to provide medical or dental care without knowledge of facts contrary to those stated in the affidavit is not subject to criminal liability or to civil liability to any person and is not subject to professional disciplinary action for the reliance of the application portions of the form that are completed. A parent's signature or seal or signature of the court is not required. So someone could come with that affidavit, take custody of that child based upon whatever testimony they write themselves on the paper and provide medical care to that person, and nobody is held accountable. We are in crazy land. Why is this important? Number one, it's important to the people of California. Number two, it's important to the rest of the blue states because this is a Democrat Party brainchild. They came up with this off the top of their heads and are now trying to do it under the virtue of protecting migrants. This is opening the door for massive abuse. Now listen to the testimony of concerned citizens that are speaking out against this in California already.
Because in 2021, the federal government faced a swell of unaccompanied minors at the border and was desperate to place them quickly. What did they do? They reduced vetting procedures, and as a result, the Department of Homeland Security has lost track of over now 600,000 unaccompanied minors.
If a parent is detained, deported, or simply unreachable, that adult's authority stands unchecked. The guardianship records sealed. The state's own trafficking enforcement arms kept in the dark. Even the child's whereabouts might go unverified once they're in someone else's home. We can support immigrant families without creating a shadow custody system. AB 495 must be amended to include basic safeguards, background checks, parental verification, and real oversight. Until then, this bill is not protection. It is a roadmap for exploitation.
As a teenager in the 1970s, I saw temporarily vulnerable kids like me being groomed and sexually abused because well-meaning adults had placed us in the care of people who should not have had that trust. Since then, I have watched as child sex abuse scandal after scandal is exposed, and when it is far too late, people ask how it could happen. It happens because well-meaning adults put children in the hands of those who should not have that trust.
So if you are in California, in the Sacramento area, there is a demonstration to protest against this. August 19th on the Sacramento Capitol steps. It is important, number one, for Californians that you make your voices heard. This is it's insane. It's absolute insanity. The next thing is it's important for people in Oregon and my home state of Washington that we keep our eyes on this, support our Californian brothers and sisters. But guess what? This is like a cancer, and it's going to work its way up in one form or another here to Washington state. So let's expose this. Let's blow this story out of the water. Let every American know that this is happening.